Welcome to Odd Musings with, what's the name?
Scott and Brett.
You heard him.
All right.
I'm D. Snyder.
And welcome to another Odd Musings. I'm Brett Pinson.
I'm Scott Zambelli.
And you're back out of sync again.
How? I was just in sync.
Oh, now you're back. Okay. I think it's just gotta be something on your end that's weird.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter if I'm at home on one computer, here on another computer. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it takes you in and out. It's got to be something with your camera and that microphone just kind of conflicting even with the other one at times. So
I don't know. But the thing is, I know people with similar setups and it works. I think I'm just from like this alternate universe and I'm slightly out of phase with the frequency of this universe and it's just messing it up. I'm going with that.
There you go.
Sounds logical. Sounds logical.
Yeah.
So how was your 4th of July? Happy 4th.
You know, it was just another day. I worked all weekend because we got back from Vegas on Thursday. I wanted to get a few days in, so all I had was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the week. So it gave me I just worked all weekend. It was nice. I mean, yeah, it was warm all weekend. We're still in that stretch of 90s here in Michigan, and we get a slight cool over the weekend, but we're back in the 90s. I think we're looking at a lot of 90s this year, which is something we haven't had in a while. So
we're due. It's I know people have their global warming theories and climate change theories, but there is a true, actual scientific thing called it's the North Atlantic Current that we go through these cycles of like 20, 25 years of decreasing temperatures and increasing. I remember growing up having high 90s, 100-degree days even happened a lot, but we've been out of that cycle for about 20 years or so. And
yeah.
Now they're probably have hot summers slowly over time.
Yeah. I remember I remember in the 80s hitting like 100, something like that, and it's really hot and like, oh man, we've never experienced this because I hadn't really been anywhere. So
right. It's just been a while for us.
It gets hot, it gets cold, it's just the way it is.
It's climate.
And the world is cycling. And yes, we should take care of our environment, but we can't blame everything on causing the changes because that's not always true. There's a lot of patterns going on and changes within that. I mean, they're just understanding in the last 25 years about the what do they call it, the El Nino effect and El Nina, and that was something we heard about growing up. It's something new they finally understood with the jet stream, and once they learn about that, how it changes and that. So I mean, there's a lot of weather that you can change. You could use it as a political motivation, but if you really pay attention to true science, there's a lot of things that are out of our control, regardless of how bad we try to destroy the environment.
Yes.
So
I agree. I concur with your assessment.
Yeah.
So, but we're not a weather show.
No,
we're
but
Odd Musings.
And we do have sponsors, so we probably should take care of that pretty quick.
Who are these sponsors?
Well, I'm going to start us off here with Larger Family Chiropractic Center PC, and that is their webpage there. And there's Dr. Anna and Dr. Brian right in front of the building there. So that's kind of cool. And that, but I was there yesterday, had a chance to go back after being gone for 2 weeks. So it was great to be back and get adjusted again, because my journey to wellness, as well as yours, can begin here at Larger Family Chiropractic, where you build a healthy lifestyle with chiropractic care. And they do take great pride in providing the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient, offering on-site digital x-rays, massage therapy, orthotics by foot levelers, young living essential oils, aromatherapy, full line of vitamins, all in a family-oriented environment. You can give a call out to their Belleville, Michigan location, 734-697-4244. They're also located in Dexter, Michigan. Visit them online at LaurенgerFamilyChiropractic.com. We do have a link on our oddmusings.com page for you. Still waiting on Dr. Corinne when she gets everything launched. When they get ready to do that, we'll talk some more with her down the road on that. There are so many cool things going on that it's still taking some time to get everything out there. And as COVID has kind of dampened a lot of things, it's kind of put a little setback on a few things, I'm sure. But a lot of cool things going on there, and definitely highly recommend chiropractic care for health and wellness, especially in this day of COVID.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we also have Team Titans Real Estate. Why? Because
Yay.
you matter. Woohoo! And it is true. COVID-19 has slowed a lot of things down, but one thing it hasn't slowed down is real estate. People still need to move. Life still happens. People are getting married, divorced, having kids, all kinds of things. And those are all reasons to need to move. Maybe upsize, downsize, lateral size, whatever size. COVID has us adjusting the size of our pants, but you know, we also have to adjust the size of our house sometimes. So
yes,
we're here to help you with that. Real estate still is going strong. It's a very odd market because more and more people are staying in their houses longer, which means less houses for sale. But at the same time, there's the group of people we call millennials who are getting older. They are getting to that age where they're entering the buyer pool. So we're in an interesting scenario where we have way more buyers than we have sellers. And that creates a great condition for the sellers. You know, if it's a nice home, it's going on the market, it is getting a ton of bids. We had one client put an offer on this house that came up. It was really nice. The house was only listed for 12 hours.
Wow.
We put our bid in. We were $20,000 above asking price. We offered free occupancy, and we did an appraisal guarantee because it was such a high offer. We still didn't win. They got over 30 offers on this house in 12 hours. Yeah, it was insane. When we went and saw it, the street was lined with cars, everyone waiting their turn for their showing. And that's what we're at right now. It's a different game. If you haven't bought or sold a home in 20 years, I'm telling you, you need to use a realtor because it's not what you think you know. It's a completely different game right now. It's basically Game of Thrones. You know, it's like what was that one? You watched Game of Thrones, right, Brett? You were watching that.
Well, yeah, we talked about it quite a bit on the show.
Yeah, I don't know anymore. But what was the sister to Caitlin Stark? She had that sky, like the floor opened up and they would throw people down it. That's kind of how it is in real estate right now. It's just a battle to the death, and only one stands at the end. So, you know, we do our best to strategize with you, put a deal together for you that will work for you. But ultimately, you know, you can't go into these homes looking to put a low offer in and then maybe negotiating up. You got to go in with whatever. You got to decide what the house is worth to you and make that offer. And if you lose it, you lose it, and you can walk away saying, hey, I gave it my best, because there's no second chances right now. It's brutal.
It's Highlander, man. There can only be one.
There can be only one. Yeah. So that's where we're at. So give us a call. 586-549-6096 is my number. Jill can be reached at 586-277-2145. And we're here for you for all your needs, whether buying or selling. But if you're not looking to buy or sell, we also love referrals. So please, you know, if you know anyone getting married, doing any kind of life change, having kids, and they're even thinking about moving, give us a call. Yeah. Thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. And I saw Jill is with Emily this morning. He posted on Emily's page, getting her bone marrow test done, I believe.
Yes.
So prayers go out to them on that. Looking forward to healing for her.
Yeah, they got some promising treatments coming. The bone marrow test will tell them where they're at. They have to hit certain numbers to be able to do this next treatment. It sounds pretty cool. I guess they hook you up to a machine, almost like a dialysis machine, and it extracts the white blood cells from the bloodstream, and then they ship them off. And they like hit it with gamma rays or something, turn it into like the Incredible Hulk. And then they ship them back, and they're supercharged. They're like crazy strong white blood cells that they then inject back into the body. And because it's her own, I guess there's no chance of rejection. And then it goes crazy on these cancer cells. So it sounds pretty cool. It sounds like an origin story of Captain America, actually. You know, and it's pretty cool. So it's a newer treatment plan. It's only been around a few years, so they don't like have solid data to say this is the percentage that it helps. But
Okay.
anecdotally, individual doctors are reporting huge successes over the last 3 years with this. So they're very hopeful with it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, she got to join you last week, which was really great.
Yeah, she filled in.
And what was nice is that we actually got to pop on from Vegas. Kevin and I did, and
Yes.
So it was really cool.
Now, how was your trip back? Did you fly the same airline company going out as you did back?
Yeah, we did both Delta. It was Delta. The only thing we were going to do different was originally when we were supposed to do Denver. We had switched it up to be Southwest on the way back because it was cheaper to go Southwest to Denver and then Denver home.
Right.
And they were all straight flights. So that was, part of the reason we had that. But I got a credit for that Southwest flights, and we just rebooked on Delta.
Next year, we pretty much won't have to pay for any flights because we have so many credits now from all the shows that were canceled.
I know. I finally had to call today and got my Delta for Tampa, which we were supposed to leave tomorrow for. Had to get that canceled and credited back. So I got that credit hitting, which I'd used half of it was a credit anyways from another flight I canceled because when we were supposed to go to San Diego this month, and that didn't happen. So it's just crazy.
Speaking of San Diego, this week they're prepping for, I guess they're doing an online virtual San Diego Comic-Con this year. So since I was an exhibitor originally set up for it for Artist Alley, this is going to be my 11th year there. They're doing these online stores for each of us. So I got that all set up yesterday. So everything's ready. So things I'm making available, if you go to the San Diego Comic-Con virtual show that they're doing, you can find me on booth BB04. Think of BB-8 from Star Wars. You can search my name also. But I'm going to make available on there if you don't take part of the Kickstarter, but please do the Kickstarter. But if you don't, you can buy issue 1 of Crimson Shadows through my online store. And then I'm doing also sketches. I've got 4x6 sketches I'm going to be doing on our Bardstone sketch card stock here that I have in studio here. And then I'm also making available my sketch covers. It can be Crimson Shadows. I have Star Wars ones and everything else. So I have 2 different price points for full color marker and ink and grayscale marker and ink.
Very cool.
That's that.
That's nice that they're doing that for you guys, because I know it's been really tough for a lot of the our artist friends out there that they rely on their income from shows. Oh yeah,
thank God we've both started. We kind of, we saw how the industry was changing and the business model was changing, and both of us ended up going other paths to rely on our bread and butter money elsewhere, and then. We, but still doing shows. But had we been relying on that income, that would have been scary.
Yeah, I would be afraid of where I would have been, knowing where I was 3 years ago. Just trying to looking, going, okay, this is my last year full time. Just trying to finish up what I had committed to go forward, and then still wanting to do shows. And unfortunately, Shipped came along for me. You went back into real estate, which was great, and. Made it a lot better, made it easier to do this. And I think if we hadn't, I don't think we'd be where we are at with Bardstone, which we're doing really good with.
Definitely.
We're almost at 2,100 last time I looked.
Yeah, here, I'll share the screen. Let's see. I got it up. It's right here. Share. So here we got this here. There it is. So just shy of 2,100. So we need about $700. We're so close. 7 days to go. 56 backers. And it's going along well. I've decided I'm going to go back and reoffer anybody. My goal is to get everybody to do $40 or more in pledges, because heck, right now, if everyone did an additional 13 backers. So what I'm doing is this: if you upgrade your pledge from your current amount up to $40 or more, A, you can select whatever increased reward you get, but B, I'm going to include all of the weekly bonuses that I did. You're going to get the 4x6 sketch from me for free. You're going to get the buttons for free. You're going to get the keychain for free, and you're also going to get the 4x6 mini print of J. Travis Smith's cover for on Pearl cardstock. So I'm throwing the whole kit and caboodle in there at no extra charge. So
definitely send out that update on the Kickstarter itself.
Yes.
And then I think this is great. And then this is a great opportunity for people to one is upgrade. I like the $40 option we have where you can get the book and a t-shirt. So if you're not looking for multiple
That's
covers, I mean, you can get a great t-shirt, you can get a great book with that. T-shirt's done T-Minus is doing that, right?
Yes. Yep. I just I've been so busy just getting the day-to-day stuff done. But I haven't had time to finalize this is what I'm shooting for right here. Doing a 2-color design. We just got to there's a lot of detail in this, so we just got to work it out. I got to massage it a little so that it is a final design, but I'm really looking forward to this. And if you haven't had T-24 t-shirts before, they have this awesome, really soft cotton fabric they use.
I'm wearing one right now. I've got this is the Picard one. So you can see Picard Riker 2390. And it's done on this great Canvas is the brand they use, and it's a great t-shirt. I like I wear these actually. The shirts I wear for shipped by them they switched to Canvas around the same time T-Minus did, and they're lightweight. They if I'm sweating like in this 90-something degree heat, they dry pretty quick.
They do.
I like that, but they're just comfortable and they feel good. And I just like the way they move on and move around. Where some shirts get kind of stiff feeling, these don't.
Yes, these don't. These stay so soft. You could wear it as a sleeping shirt if you wanted.
No, I have when traveling. We do a lot of shows. We don't bring extra clothes, and what I wear that day is a lot of times what I'm sleeping in that night.
Yeah. So like Brett said, let me go to the $40 reward. So what you get here is, and if you like the reward you're at, you can do. You can still increase your pledge to 40. And then what I'm going to do is when this finishes, I'm going to send out an add-on list where it's kind of like an a la carte menu where whatever you over pledge, you'll be able to pick individual items as well.
Yeah.
If you want the shirt by itself, it's $25. Here for $40, you can pick any 4 of the $10 or $12 rewards, or you get the t-shirt, the unlimited cover, and the metal print. So you get those, plus you'll get the free rewards added on, the sketch, keychain, and the mini Pearl poster as well. So there's all kinds of stuff. Also, for those of you who are interested in my sketch covers, I had done a whole bunch of sketch covers over the winter with the intention of selling them at shows this year. Well, those shows got canceled. So I just put them up for sale as rewards. So I've got a few different, here are samples of the different ones I have available, and there's only one of each. So it's first come, first serve. You can go to the website here, Kickstarter, look up Crimson Shadows, or go to bardstone.com and click on our Kickstarter link there. But you can see I made these all available so people can buy them from here.
And I have for you here, out in Vegas, Kevin and I went and promoted the Kickstarter as well as his Poe at a couple comic shops. I happened to pick up for Scott five Bounty Hunter Star Wars sketch covers.
Woohoo!
So you can get your Mandalorian child.
Yes.
So.
Yes, I'm looking forward to drawing on those.
Yep.
And actually, since we're on the topic of the Kickstarter, let's see, where do I have them up? I don't have them up. Let me pull these up really quick. I had just finished the inks on the epilogue.
Oh yeah, the bonus pages. Yes.
Let's open those up, and I can share these.
For those watching the videos, the bardstone.com is your easy link to go find where to click over to the Kickstarter. So definitely check that out.
All right. So here's. Oh, hey, Connie. So there's page 1 of the epilogue, page 25 of the book. It's come out. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. A little backstory on the epilogue, the / post-credit scene as we know them because of Marvel. Issue 2 introduces Sherlock Holmes, and so I'm using the epilogue to tease the next issue. A lot of times in older comics, I can't speak of new ones because I haven't actually bought current ones in a while. I have not liked the quality from the major companies. So that's why we're making our own, because we're doing better. But a lot of times you'll show a sneak peek of the next issue cover or something like that to tease the next issue. So I decided I'm going to do an epilogue that teases the next issue. It'll be just a 2-page short story at the end of each issue. So this here is the famous Dear Boss letter from Jack the Ripper. It's the first letter he sent out. It's actually where he gives himself the name Jack the Ripper. And that's how he becomes known. So we see it arriving to Scotland Yard there, and the actual letter, I typed it out there. Drawing this out, I actually got the scan of the real letter and traced over it so that the handwriting would be accurate. It's kind of weird doing the handwriting of a known serial killer. Mm-hmm. So there is the first page of the epilogue, and then I'll bring the second page up, which is here. Share screen. And then here's the second page. So here we see where the letter is being delivered to Sherlock Holmes, who's getting assigned to the case. So our Sherlock Holmes is going to kind of be Batman-esque. He's going to have some cool gadgets and stuff. He's got like these goggles on. He's got, if you look really close, it's hard to see here, but he's got like these little wrist things on where like they do different things underneath his shirt. Then I'm going to have, every superhero needs like a utility belt where you can just pull anything out of, right? No matter what they need, it's there. I mean, yep. Adam West had shark repellent. Who knew Batman carried shark repellent? So that's how Sherlock Holmes is going to be. The lining of his cloak, I'm going to have all these pockets. And so whatever he needs, he reaches into the cloak and pulls it out. Kind of like a Curly in the Harlem Globetrotters cartoon. Whatever he needed, he pulled out of his hair. It wasn't Curly. What was the one?
It was like Curly was
the bald one. But there was one character, or Captain Caveman. He always pulled out whatever he needed.
Well, out of his club. He'd have his club in his hand, and he could just open it up and do different things. And,
yeah. So that's kind of how Sherlock Holmes is going to be. He's going to have like unlimited access to gadgets inside this cloak.
It's actually like the character Battle Pack from my comic Boomtown Scabs. His backpack has everything he needs, non-lethal, but he can definitely bring out just about anything he needs. So
perfect. There you go. So I'm really happy with this. How this came out.
Looks great.
Thank you.
I think I commented to you last night. I like the goggles. It's kind of the kind of punk ass look to it. And
yeah, I wanted to give it that kind of steampunk feelish, kind of without being full blown steampunk. But I wanted to get a touch of that in there. But so this was fun to draw. So right now I'm doing the flats. Flats are done on the first page. In the middle of flats on this one now. My goal is to have this fully done. So because of the stage I'm in, I pulled the $500 reward to put yourself in the comic just because I don't want to redraw these faces now. So actually, I take that back. The reward ends at 11. So if you do want it, you got to get it now. Go in, sign up. The reward expires at 11. So after we sign off, no more of that available. So if you want the 500 reward, you get your face drawn into the this cop here. So you're on 3 panels on this page, and there was 2 or 3 panels on the previous page that your face will get drawn into. So
excellent.
So enough of Crimson Shadows for now.
Yep.
Now what have you been up to?
Just working.
I know.
I've got to get back in today. You finally sent some pages out, so I'm gonna be doing some lettering later today on some of the pages and trying to get that done. My goal is to have all the pages lettered by the end of the Kickstarter next week.
Nice.
So I have that ready to go, and then it's been working here today. It's hot. You come home, you're just kind of tired and drained from the humidity more than the heat. Because I like that dry heat out in Vegas, even at 100 and something. I was like, okay, this is fine. But you get here and hit 95 with 80% humidity. So, okay, here you go. Varian wants to know something. He wants to know how much for white gloves and belly home delivery on the book.
Well, for Varian, I would charge double. Everyone else is free.
Yeah. Now, of course,
just kidding.
We've got some things in the work about being able to offer some CG seats of the books we've got coming out down the road. So we'll be making an announcement on that as that becomes more official.
With we got Varian on here. Varian's got a great Indie Volt network. He's got some great shows on there. He does a Friday. He doesn't know this yet. I'm self-inviting myself. On Fridays, he does Art of War, where they do drawing live. It's like 9 p.m. It's after my bedtime, but I'm going to take a nap on Friday so I can be awake enough to actually draw on his show. He doesn't know this yet. He's finding out now. I'm self-inviting myself. So
well, there you go.
I'm gonna crash his party, and I'll go on there. I'll talk a little Crimson Shadows if he allows me, since it'll be the final weekend of our Kickstarter.
Yeah,
so there you go. But they do a great show. Him and Randy Zimmerman do a wonderful job on that show. I enjoy tuning in and hearing their takes on the comic book world.
Yeah. If you have like Roku, they have their own Indie Volt TV channel, and then they're on YouTube as well and things like that. So definitely check that out. So,
yes.
In fact, here we go. Got an official confirmation there. Yep.
This is actually a world exclusive announcement here. In about 10 minutes, it's going to show up on CNN saying I crashed into Indie Volt and ran him over, though. So don't trust the fake news.
Yes.
I love Arian. He's an awesome guy.
Yeah, and he got a lot of cool things going on, and Randy's got some cool things going on. Randy was commenting on another page I saw that he's working on he's going to have a Kickstarter going sometime in the near future here too. So a lot of cool stuff going off in the comic book realm, and definitely.
Yeah, I think that might be the accidental blessing of all this COVID stuff without shows. I think there's a lot of creators, ourselves included, it gave us time to, I think, stay home and actually work on our actual self-created projects.
Yep.
So hopefully, we might see a nice surge of independent comics this next year.
I think so. Definitely. I've already gotten a couple. I got. I think I showed it to you. I have it here. My little pile of fun stuff around here somewhere. I got stuff everywhere right now. But I'd gotten the Ninja Bear from Red Stylo Media came out. That was one run during this time, and cool graphic novel. We got Crimson Shadows, Poe Macabre working on issue 2 down the road here, and then. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all the cool independent stuff coming out, because I think we're seeing what we know has been coming. It's just taking some time, and this kind of push it is the resurgence of independent comics, independent creators in this day and age, and it's becoming and more in the actual publishing, and not just trying to go back into. We've seen a lot of people doing the digital side, but I think we're going right back into publishing again, because people want to have a physical book to hold and read and own and put up on the shelf or in your comic box. So. Speaking
of physical books, our friend Matthew Kaddish, aka Maxwell Cambridge, put out a new book, Sinful. It's a Las Vegas mystery novel. You got your physical copy in, didn't you?
Yeah, I showed up the other day. I was nice. Definitely surprised on that, and
I ordered mine. I am supposed to get it tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to reading his book. Matt is an awesome writer. He's got Earthman Jack. He's got Sinful as a new series. He's got some other series as well. Little unknown little side fact, or little known fact for a lot of people out there, is he actually did a short movie a long time ago, and Jeremy Renner was his star in his movie. It was just before Hurt Locker came out, so he was the last one to get Jeremy at a very inexpensive price. And he said he was awesome to work with too. He was a joy to work with. So anyways, that's a little fun side fact. Matt's an awesome guy though. I hate that Vegas was canceled. I'm jealous of you guys. You got to see Matt while you were down there.
Yeah, on Saturday when we were there, we all went out to lunch and spent some time together, and it was great to catch up with Matt a little bit. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on, and it's always great. I mean, you introduced us to him 3-4 years ago now,
something like that,
and really glad that we know him. Always excited to see him.
Yes,
I
wish he lived here. We need him in Michigan.
Yeah.
And Connie's reading it already. So she got
the Kindle.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I picked up, I looked through it a little bit last night, haven't had a chance to start on it yet, but I was trying to pull it up here so I can show it to everybody here. But really exciting. This is a departure from him from his Earthbound Jack series, some of the other stuff he's done. There it is. It's called Sinful: The Devil's Breath. It's a Tony Fortune novel.
Not to become. It makes me think of Thor when they had to go into the devil's anus.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
Which
get the
smells
Kindle
better,
version
his
for
breath
$4.99.
or his anus? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
paperback's $14.95. It's Kindle for $4.99.
Yeah.
So,
and he's an experienced writer. He's been writing a long time, very successful writer, and this is. I have no doubt this is going to be good work. The other nice thing, though, is Matt lives out. He's just outside of Vegas. He knows Vegas inside and out. So this novel, it's going to be authentic, and it's writing about Vegas. It's not like if I wrote about Vegas, I'd just be writing about the stereotypes or things I casually know as a tourist. Matt knows the ins and outs of Vegas. So he's a longtime resident there.
Yeah, he's been there for quite a while. Moved there from California, and him and Jude and everything lived there. So, and they got engaged. So it's congratulations to them again. And so, but yeah, it was really great seeing him. I think the only thing missing from Vegas was you, Scott. So
I know.
Wish you could have made it with us on that trip. But next year we'll be there for the Comic-Con next year once we get the dates, and we'll get an extra couple of days out there at South Point again. Hopefully next year though, when we go, everything will be back to normal, because the primarily prime rib place was not open. That was the only place I think we were really bummed that didn't get to go to, and also wanted to go to. They have a really good Mexican place that wasn't open either, because what they did was the upstairs restaurants, they didn't open up yet. They're supposed to open this month though.
What?
Yep, it's just it's slowly rolling them out. And
wait, what does it matter if it's upstairs? Does coronavirus not only?
No, they share a kitchen, so they could open one or the other. So they had all the downstairs stuff was mostly open, and they're just slow. I mean, the thing is the crowds out there. They don't have the people, and not even all the hotels. Like originally, we were supposed to stay at the Link, and we ended up having to cancel that and go to Harrah's because Link was not opening in time.
Got it. I was confused about the whole upstairs. I'm like, wait a minute, what's this new rule?
Yeah, the upstairs restaurants where the prime rib place is. There's a Mexican place up there, and I forget which other ones up there didn't open up. And even Don Vito's, the Italian place, is only open a little bit, and they were sharing menus with one of the other places there. So it's just because they went through a good opening, and they had the Pro Bowl riding championships going on. But when we were not there, or on Monday when we were there, they had a huge check on championships were done, so they actually went from I forget what the percentage was capacity was, but it went down to 16% capacity. So right now they're just not getting the numbers at any of the Vegas casino hotels yet. So
is there a story behind Dominic?
Yeah, Dominic works at the Harrah's, and I'm going to quote Brandy on this. So Dominic's a dick, and really cheesed off Brandy because of the fact that she was asking a question, he was just not helpful. Unlike anybody at South Point. South Point, everybody's helpful, everybody's great.
That's my favorite hotel in Vegas.
Yeah,
I love South Point.
Yeah, I'd rather stay there. In fact, we stayed a night, and then Kevin and Brandy did the 2 nights down there, and it was fine. It was kind of okay to be down on the Strip, but I really like South Point. I can go visit the Strip and then come back. I'd rather stay at South Point. It's just South Point makes you feel like you're at home, and they even emphasize that, welcome home. And like I said, everybody there was just super excited to have people coming in, and it got a little busy while we were there. Not as busy as it normally would be, but we had a great time. The staff was great, and we just really enjoyed it. And then all the restaurants we went to, like Hash House to Go over on Sahara, which we haven't taken you to yet. That's the one we went. I introduced to Kevin and Brandy last year because we did the one at the Link the year you were with us,
right?
And then we went to Rise and Shine a few times. That's a great breakfast place, and everybody there was fantastic. We just everything out there was just really good. I think definitely staying down on the Strip. It was a good price. I mean, I got the room for $9.80. Now the resort fee was like $35 or something like that. So I ended up spending like $50 for the room, which still is not bad, but it's just for what you get and everything else. I was like, I like South Point better. I enjoy the environment. I like walk downstairs, and they got the ice cream place if you want that. They had Steak and Shake was open. They
got a good setup down there.
Yeah, and just the servers coming around while you're playing games, bringing drinks.
So are the payouts better?
I think they were probably I was like to say the slots were a little looser in some ways. When we first got there, I think they got a little tighter over the weekend as it got busier, and they got a little bit better. But we played a lot of some slots, did okay, did some roulette, had a good time at that. For 8 days there, I was down like $150, which is a lot of money, but at the same time, when you figure divide that by 8 days, I was like,
and how many hours?
And not even $20 a day down. And I got to play quite a bit. So there's times I went up, some went down. I had a budget, and when I hit,
if I $20 a day roughly.
Yeah, actually, I budgeted a little more than that. I budgeted $100 a day, but
yeah,
even then, if I hit enough to where I was over, I just on like a $20 bill, I just took the money out, put it aside, and then banked. And when I ran out of the actual money I had aside, but I had my tickets aside, I didn't use my tickets. I just put it there. And then, yes, as Mom says here, we found out the snack bar upstairs where the bowling is has some of the best food, and they make everything fresh. They have great nachos, great fresh burgers. None of it was like frozen, and they cook it up pretty good. And then as Brain said, best nachos. We did it there like a couple times at night, and we ate there for breakfast. They had a great little breakfast set up
nice.
for sandwiches, or these breakfast bowls with tater tots are really good. So a lot of cool stuff. And it's funny is like as much times as Kevin and Brandy have been to South Point, it was like they didn't know about this place. We were learning that, and of course we found out. We tried it out just because there wasn't a lot of open for breakfast in the casino when we didn't want to go out. And it was only a couple of the mornings when we were doing lunch a little bit earlier. So we wanted a little something in the morning in that. But we learned about the arcade last year. They have there at the bowling alley, which is great because they have this really fun Pac-Man air hockey game, and we played that a little bit this year again too. So that was fun.
Sweet.
So good great time by all. Yep. And definitely want to get back out there, and if we have time, want to go back out to Red Rock Canyon. I could go spend another week out in Vegas just exploring the area and not even worrying about gambling or anything like that. So it's just a cool area to go to.
Cool. So very good. Another good time.
Yep.
Go there. Yep. We got announced the trailer came out for the new upcoming Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy. It looks like I'm guessing these are done as movies, as a 3-part movie.
Actually, it's episodes. It's going to be episodes.
Yeah. How long is an episode though?
So I was just playing up. So July 30th, we get the first 6 episodes. So there's 3 seasons. Yeah, there's 3 seasons. So
so each season is being counted as almost like a mega movie, maybe. I don't know, because they're calling it a trilogy. But so we'll see how they do that. But the trailer looks phenomenal. Definitely looking very true to here. I'll just play a small, tiny clip here. Loving how it's looking. You got some great stuff going on. I wonder if this is a prequel to what the cartoon was. Like this is before. This looks like this is like leads up to why the Autobots left Cybertron. Is my guess.
Yeah.
I wonder if this ties into Bumblebee. Actually, I wonder if the ending of this whole thing is the beginning of Bumblebee, where we see that.
I could see that, but it's what I'm looking at here is they call it episode 1. It's an episode airs July 30th. Now it doesn't give any more information on that on IMDb, but they're calling it a short, but it doesn't give any time frames on these. So
yeah, I mean the style of this is phenomenal. I absolutely love it, and this ties into the toys that you see out in the stores right now, the Transformer Siege toys. Which, if I had the space and the money, I'd just buy them all up. I'm absolutely loving what they're doing. So
I'm wondering if what they did was they originally did some shorts because these are all done in anime style, and if it's and if maybe I could see Netflix is just combining them into 3, which end up being the way they are. So let me see. I'm trying to find some information more on it. So
let's see. While you're doing that, I'll go to some other spots. They get mad if we play too much actual video from there.
I think it's more the audio. If we do a little bit of video, they're not bad. It's the audio that they're looking for more than anything. So
here you see, and it looks sweet though. I have no doubt I'm gonna love this.
They show on Wikipedia here. They got 2 arcs. One is Siege, and the other one is Earthrise. So and again, not a whole lot of information on the actual. So
but it's July 30th,
and that's so July 30th is when Siege hits. So I have a feeling that's going to be that first arc. And if they're doing it all as one movie, then I could see that. So
I think this ties back into. I wonder if how much control Hasbro had over this, because I know Hasbro was trying to reclaim their properties and have control over it to bring it back to more like what the fans loved back in the day and get away from the Michael Bay Transformers.
Right.
So we'll see, but it's looking awesome. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what this is going to end up being, how long they are. Let me see what's on the.
Because so far for me, 1986 Transformers movie is still the best, the animated one. Although I love Bumblebee, they did a great job on that.
Bumblebee was, well, again, Hasbro took it back, and while they used similar styling to the other Transformer movies, they kind of brought it back in to give it the look that everybody likes.
Yeah, they used it as a bridge movie you still had some of the Michael Bay touches, but they used it as a prequel to explain why it looks different and stuff. So I thought it was a brilliant move on their part to steer away from it without, and you got the fan base who likes the Michael Bay. So that's still kind of, it didn't say it died and is gone. It just moved on.
Yeah. Yeah. So looking at like Collider and a couple other places, they are calling it a trilogy.
Okay.
And they're calling it it's the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy. So like I said, I know they showed 2 arcs, kind of mix a couple of things in there. I know that the voice actors are different, so we don't get the normal Optimus Prime and everybody else. So they've got different voice actors with this, and I'm not familiar with a lot of these names. So here we go. Here we go. Yep. 6 episodes in the Siege portion of the War for Cybertron trilogy, each running 22 minutes. So basically, all 6 together would equal out 1 movie. So I think Scott froze. So, but yeah, so that's what we're seeing there with that. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Oh, now you're back.
Yeah, I don't know if this is your end or my end.
Yeah.
You were disappearing. I was still on the screen, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. On my end, I'm missing on our ends or something like that. I don't know. It's something with it weird, but I was still talking. You were just sitting there like.
So, anyway,
yeah, so 6 episodes, 22 minutes each. So basically, it's like a 2-hour, little over 2-hour, almost 2.5-hour movie or whatever it is, and definitely, I'm excited about it. That should be pretty cool. That'd be a great little thing, and then that's the first segment. Then they'll have the next series, and then it says 3. So I only seen 2 listed on the initial thing. So I'm actually doing a third one too. See when that comes out. But I think it's great because it's going to be going back to the roots of Gen 1 Transformer, which is still at the heart of everybody. And I could see this leading into more. And I've talked about doing more movies past Bumblebee. So and going in a different direction from those movies. So it's by relaunching it, they have that ability to do that. So that should be pretty cool. So
cool.
But I'm excited about that.
I was able to watch 2 separate movies this week also. I watched Knives Out. I have not seen that before. Did you see that?
I did. Actually, I ended up buying it because I was looking for something and I just saw it. I was like, well, I'll buy that and check it out. And it was actually really good. It was. Ryan Johnson can definitely do a decent movie when he's not involved in an existing franchise, when he's trying to change it.
It was very well done. I will say I won't give away anything in case viewers haven't seen it, but about half of what the final thing was, I had guessed early on.
Yep.
And when it was leading to a certain conclusion, I'm like, okay, I figured that's what I thought. But then there was a nice little added twist. So like the first twist I had guessed early, but the second twist got me. So I liked how they did it. And it was a fun movie.
It was fun. And it wasn't, it's easy to kind of figure out what was going on. It really was not that difficult. And that was fine. I think that was part of the charm of it.
Yeah.
It also, he's supposed to be doing more with the detective character. It's kind of his version of Perot that's been done over the years. And so it's kind of interesting to see what he's doing there. And Daniel Craig's great. So I liked him on that. And the cast was really good. They had a good cast. So I definitely recommend it. It's available on Prime now to watch. So you can definitely, if you have Amazon Prime, watch that for free.
That's where I watched it.
Yeah.
So I watched that, and then watching that, you had Chris Evans in it, which made me think, I haven't watched Winter Soldier in a long time. And being 4th of July, it's like, I got to watch Captain America. So I put Winter Soldier on, and I got to tell you, that is still by far my favorite Marvel movie. I just absolutely love that movie. So
it's an excellent done one. What I loved about those is you can watch these movies independent of each other. While there was an ultimate goal they were trying to reach in a lot of these movies, they held up. It's like, God, I can't tell how many times I've watched Thor Ragnarok. A lot of times I just happen to see it on, I just stop and watch it.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok I think is my funnest Marvel movie. Like I can just watch that whenever, just because I think it's funny and fun, lighthearted. But as a complete movie, I think Winter Soldier is the best. I mean, the fighting scenes are just, the choreography of the fights are so awesome in it.
Yeah, and it's between Winter Soldier and Captain America: Civil War, they really did the best with some of the Captain America movies. It was, realistically, they were almost full Avengers movies in themselves,
right?
But having not the pressure of having an Avengers title associated with it allowed them to be very creative with it and kind of go the full bore with it. So I really enjoyed those myself. Yeah, I watched a couple things over the last week. I actually watched a little bit while I was in Vegas because I had my iPad with me, and I was able to watch the new Scoob movie.
How was it?
It was good. It's on HBO Max, and it's definitely a departure from the Scooby-Doo, but it's still got a lot of the same elements of that. And they are introducing a brand new Hanna-Barbera universe in the cinematic side. So we see characters we've not seen in Scooby-Doo before get introduced. Dick Dashley, Muttley was in it. You've got the Blue Falcon, which there's a twist with the Blue Falcon, and I did like Dynamite in this. Dynamite was not the goofy Dynamite; he was a lot more serious.
Oh, okay.
And in some ways, it's not the way they did the comics lately when they relaunched all these comics and the new thing, but it is a little more on the serious side versus the campy side.
Okay.
And then we did get the origin of how Scooby and Shaggy met, and that was kind of fun. And they spent a little bit of time with them as kids, but then they did a progression where they went from kids to the later teens that we know, and when they get the Mystery Machine and how all of them had become friends. And they all live around Venice Beach area, which I like the initial sequence with Venice Beach. And when I was out there in '97, this was after the Bridget Fonda movie had come out, where she was walking and the guy was wearing like a turban and playing the guitar and roller skating down Venice Beach behind her. Well, he's an actual fixture there. I actually saw him there. He actually lives there, and he's one of those performers on the boardwalk there all the time that plays for tips and stuff like that. They actually had an animated version of him in that sequence. It was pretty cool. So, but if you've got HBO Max, it's available to watch at no additional charge right now. So, looks like Scott's freezing again.
Nice.
But so it's I definitely recommend it. It was fun. It's definitely different than what we used to with Scooby-Doo. So
you there?
Yeah, I'm here. You keep blocking out.
So let's give an update while we can on the Kickstarter. Somebody donated.
Oh, sweet.
So where are we at? So somebody did about a $20 reward or so. And we're $710 away, 57 backers. So that's exciting. Like I said, $40 or more. So if you've already donated, feel free to up your pledge and get better rewards. But I'm also throwing in there a free 4x6 sketch, free button, free keychain, and free 4x6 pearl mini booster. So all that gets added into the mix for you for free.
Very
$40
cool.
or more. I'm going to go through and just add it to every reward, so it'll be listed. So, it's exciting stuff. We're getting close.
Excellent. Yep. So we got $710 in 7 days. So we just need to get everybody pledging like $101 and some change a day, and we'll get there.
Yeah, or all of you who already did it. Let's see, where are we at? 710 to go divided by 57. If everyone just ups their pledge $12.50, we're there.
On average.
On average. That's right. But this is exciting. I'm happy with where things are going with this. So, we also added another reward. J. Travis Smith, our penciler, he told me I could add him as a reward for sketches. So for $60, you can have him you'll get the sketch cover variant, and he will do a pencil sketch of one of the characters for you. So
excellent.
Yep. So that is also added as a reward. How exciting.
Very cool. Yeah. So it's good to see that kind of go up as we're talking here, and that we're getting close to the end of our time. I wanted to promote a little something here for one of our friends. I got this in the mail, and Heads Up Studios, Jay Brandt, who has been a guest on the show with us, he did a thing online where he came out with some new collector's pins. I've got both of them here in that. So, but he's doing some cool stuff. So definitely check out Heads Up Studios online. He does a vinyl club, which you can probably find through that too. But this is he did the head of the creature from the Black Lagoon creature. That's one of them there. I thought it came up really cool. I just got these yesterday, and then he did a variant of it in black and white, which was cool too. So
are those soft vinyl?
No, they're solid, but it's a black back, which I like. So it's definitely pretty cool. I got to find out where you got these from, because I like that, because it's
I think
so you can hear them. They're solid.
I just saw those somewhere. Where did I see those? I think they were. Let's see if Speedy Buttons does it.
Yeah.
I think Speedy Buttons does them, where I ordered these.
So definitely really cool stuff on that. So yeah.
No, not them. Somebody else.
Yeah.
But
there's a bunch of them. There's wizard pins I've seen out there, a bunch of other ones that do these. And so I know I've been thinking about when we launched the Kickstarter for Boomtown Scabs, of getting into offering a pin option, because I think pins are cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And I had some exciting news over the weekend.
Yes.
So I'm going to be a grandpa.
You're going to be a grandpa.
That's right.
He's going to be a pop.
My daughter announced, she made it official online, the announcement. So based upon the test, it looks like she's going to have a girl. So as long as that stays true, it'll be Lillian Grace will be the name. And so we're excited about that. She waited for the first trimester to be done before she made the announcement. But the way she announced it was pretty fun. She just recently moved into a new place. So she had a housewarming party on 4th of July and invited all the family over. And as part of it, she bought lottery tickets for everybody, just a lottery ticket for everyone. And so everyone's scratching them off. And of course, we're all winners. And then when you scratch off the prize says we're having a baby. So that was how she announced it. Everybody was scratching off their scratch off tickets.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was fun. So she's excited. Her and Taylor are looking forward to it. And, so far all is well. Everybody's healthy. So that's a good thing.
Well, good. Glad to hear that. So,
yeah.
I have no new news, no grandkids, no nieces and nephews coming along that I know of. So, but other than that, I did message Ashley when she did. I posted that. I said, well, I guess we ain't going to Universal this year. So,
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
she'll be busy for sure.
Yes, she is, and I'm sure someday, when the little whippersnapper gets old enough, they can contact Uncle Brett over here, and we'll all meet up at Universal and get the kids sick on roller coasters.
Not me. I'll stay down on the ground and hold everybody's stuff for them.
There you go. Yep, kind of like you did the last time we took Ashley at Universal. So
yeah.
Her and I had a great time riding rides, and there was Dad. So
I had plenty of rides. I did.
I know you ride you just don't do the roller coasters. So
yeah, just no roller coasters.
Yeah. So cool. Well, hey, are we before we get off the air here? Are we doing a thing tonight to talk Bardstown with Kevin or?
I'll be doing it tonight. So if you two are,
So I think. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video, see if he's really this slow.
Can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. It's right. You have to really.
There you
are. So 7:00 tonight.
7:00 tonight. Bardstone. You can follow us on Facebook or The Art of Scott. Brett will be posting it. We'll be going live at 7 to talk Crimson Shadows for an hour and talk about, try to get those numbers pumped up. If you go to the Kickstarter, even if you've already pledged, please share the link. The more people that know about it, the more people that can donate. So please do so.
Very cool. So, hey, join us again next week and we'll talk some more fun stuff and have a good time with this Odd Musings. So until then.